Hello, everyone. This is our last Provence webinar that we have today, and then we're going to move into the French Riviera. But today, we are in for quite the tour because we're visiting 7 of our Relais Chateau properties in the south of France. And we've got 20, and we've gotten through most of them already, but this is the last little bit here as we go further east on the coast. Northeast. Here is our route du bonheur, so our road to happiness. We're going to hit up 7 properties. If you want, I'll flash this back again later so that we know where we are on our trip today. Thank you for joining us, and we're going to start here. Here's Avignon right there, and we're going to start a little bit west of there in Uzès with La Maison d'Uzès. We're going to go down to Domaine de Fontenille, Chateau du Fonscolombe, de la Gallici, and then we're going to go a little bit along the coast over here, Le Petit Passedat, Hotel du Castellet, and Chateau du Berne. So we've got so many properties today to explore, and you'll see how each one is a little bit different, and they're so unique, and you can see kind of how far you can string together any combination of these properties that we're going to see today, and it's just really great to understand which properties are good for which clients. And so it's our job to match the right client to the right properties. And so I mean, you can't really very well see all of the Relais Chateau in one trip, but we're going to try to do this today here with 7 properties. As you know, Relais Chateau, this is where it started. It started in the south of France in 66 years ago. And here we are in 2020 with nearly 600 properties. But this is the root of where it all started, about preserving the local heritage, the environment, the food, the history of the people, and the history of the land. My contact details. I've been talking about this all for the last 10 months of our pandemic. So La Route du Bonheur, this is the road to happiness. And actually, I'm going to show you something online that we, never mind, I'm not going to do that. Anyway, I can show you if you have any questions, but we have about 10 different routes du bonheur on our website. And there's sample itineraries that you can have a look at where they string together. You can do properties by Michelin stars. If you have a real foodie, you can do properties that are great for bicycle riding through, properties that are great for families. And so we have some sample itineraries that you can actually string together, and they're called routes du bonheur, route du bonheur on our website. And here's me, and there's Tiago in New York in our reservations contact list. And more importantly, you have our contact details of all the people here today, which I will of course send to you after our webinar. So without further ado, I will start with, we're going to go to Maison d'Uzès with Carol. Carol, are you ready to share?
Yeah, sure. Well, hi everybody. It's nice to be with you today. So I'm going to share my screen. I think you can all see it right now. So I will start with La Maison d'Uzès, which is a beautiful property, a very exclusive property listed as an historic monument in France. It has 9 bedrooms and suites, and I will start with the location, which is located 30 kilometers from Nîmes. The closest train station is Avignon, which is 40 kilometers away. And if you come by plane, the closest airport will be Marseille, Marignan, which is around an hour and a half drive. So Uzès, it's a beautiful city. As I said, it's classified as an historic monument of France. It's more than 3 centuries of history, revived today within the 9 rooms and the suites, and a Michelin star restaurant. We have 1 Michelin star since around now 3 years, which is La Table d'Uzès, which is very well known as well. And our chef is, I'll go quickly because I have a lot of pictures, but it's to give you a full idea of the ambience as well of the restaurant. We have, we are lucky to have a beautiful terrace, which allows us to have more people during the summertime than during the winter time. And the chef Christophe Ducrot is our chef now since 3 years. He's from south of France, and he focuses on the flavors actually from the south of France and select the finest products. And it has a maximum capacity of 40 persons. So here an idea of all the nice dishes we have up. And as well a spa. So it's our spa by L'Occitane. It's about 150 square meters of spa features here, which is around 1,615 square feet. It has 2 cabin massage, Turkish bath, and a nice chromotherapy. And our 9 bedrooms, they're all very different, very exclusive, as I said, as we only have, they all have a unique decor. 3 suites, they all have an espresso machine, iPad, free Wi-Fi, all the amenities you need and you found in a 5-star hotel. And then around the activities around the hotel, you have all around vineyards, enological tours, truffle farms as well. So we do a special menu during actually now till the end of December with the truffle, around truffle. And then you can visit the town of Uzès. We are very close to the Savonnerie du Duché. We have unique golf club as well in Uzès, Arles, and the Arena Games. And you can do many different kind of as well activities like flight paragliding, microlight aircraft, and kind of airplanes as well. That's it for me, Amy. Don't know if you have any question, or we do the question after the whole.
Yes, that was faster than your 5 minutes. Great.
Yeah.
So we do. Thank you for keeping it brief, as we have a lot to get through, but we have a couple of questions. Okay, so Tom, you want to have the presentation of La Maison d'Uzès. I will send that to you. Howard, hi Howard. Is there parking for a car nearby at your hotel, Carol? I don't know if you guys know Howard, but I have to say this every time, but Howard Lewis is from Pro Travel, and he's visited nearly all of the Relais Chateau properties in France. He spends about 6 months out of the year there. But he would like to know if there's parking nearby at the hotel.
We have parking facilities. We have actually a valet service. So you can leave your car, and we have around 30 parking places just 5 minutes from the hotel.
Okay, great. Now you mentioned it's 9 rooms and it's an hour away from Avignon, right?
No, it's Avignon is around 40 kilometers, and from Nîmes, it's 30 kilometers. And
kilometers, that's difficult for us in North America. Hang on.
Sorry. I should have prepared that.
Is it about 30? It's about 45 minutes, an hour?
30, it's by car, I will say it's like 20-25 minutes.
20 minutes from Avignon?
From Avignon, and the Nîmes, no, for Avignon it's 40 kilometers, so maybe it's like 30 minutes from Avignon.
Okay.
And from Nîmes, it's around 20-25 minutes.
Okay.
And then you are around an hour and a half from Marseille airport.
Marseille. Okay, great. You see the questions. Great. Awesome. Thank you, Ada Marie, for your comment. That's great. She's been there, or her clients have been there and loved it. So because there are only 9 rooms, that's really a fantastic option for our clients right now who are looking for that intimacy.
Yes, definitely.
Oh, Joyce, thanks for that trick. She said just divide kilometers in half and get a mileage estimate. I just Googled it. All right, great. Thank you so much. Any other questions? Go ahead and pop those in. Is there smoking inside the French hotels allowed, actually?
No, we
No
don't
smoking.
have smoking areas.
Okay,
no.
No smoking inside. Yeah, I don't think any of our Relais and Chateau properties allow that inside, and I think maybe on the balconies. Karen Thompson has a question. Can you give us an idea of like a rate range? Like your lead category and maybe?
Yes. It's around like we have super U rooms. We only have 2 super U rooms, but range price will be 250 euros with breakfast included. And it will go up, let's say in March, April, to a suite at 345 euros.
Okay, great. That's quite reasonable.
And I'm sorry, there's no elevator.
No elevator. Okay. How many floors is there though? It's only 9 rooms, so I can't.
3 floors.
3 floors. Okay. It's a quite small property. So, and do you have air conditioning?
Yes, we have.
Okay. Okay. That's one of our favorite. Most North Americans love to have air conditioning, even if it's free, even if it's cool and not so hot.
Yes, because it's a very old building. So
yeah. So it's an important question for us Americans. Thank you. And you're open all year? Last question.
Yes. Well, unfortunately, this period is
normally.
Normally, we open all year round. Yes.
Okay.
And we just close like for a week in November, and that's it.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Carol, for showing us La Maison d'Uzès.
Thank you very much.
We will go now to Domaine de Fontenille. I'm going to just show you quickly on our map where we are right now. So here we were up here. For those of you who just joined us, this is our route de bonheur today, our road to happiness. We started up here in Uzès, and we're going to go a little bit southeast, and we're going to stop at Domaine de Fontenille. And we have Joanne. Are you ready?
Hi, everybody. I'm ready. Now let's share the presentation. Is it okay?
Yeah. Perfect.
Okay, perfect. Hi, everybody. I'm very happy to share this moment with you, Relais, Chateau, and Hôtelier. As you can see, I'm currently in our vineyard, and I'm just coming back from the winery. I was attending with my family to a brand new experience the Domaine de Fontenille developed, the Blend Master. We visited the winery and picked samples of 5 different tanks. We were gathered around the barrel, and after tasting juices separately, we simply created our own wine. It was quite exciting to draw and sign labels towards the top of the bottle and to finally leave with our signature bottle. I'm thinking now about heading back to the hotel. It's just located 300 meters far from the winery. Oh, sorry, I forgot to introduce myself. Joanne Poilet, working as sales and marketing director for Les Domaines de Fontenille, a brand new collection of hotels based in France and Spain. And today we are going to focus this presentation on Le Domaine de Fontenille, which is the first house we opened in 2016. And to do so, I will tell you what I did on today. First of all, you need to know that wine production is a very big part of Domaine de Fontenille's DNA. We have been producing wines without interruption since almost 400 years. This is why all experiences bound Domaine de Fontenille are focused on wine production. And when the reception of the hotel told me that I could create my wine, it was impossible for me to miss it. Domaine de Fontenille is located in the heart of Luberon Regional Park in Provence, only 30 minutes far from Aix-en-Provence and 50 minutes far from Marseille airport. It was quite easy to access. When we arrived on yesterday, we just landed at Marseille Marignan Airport, and it took us 40 minutes to reach the property by car. I realized that this is also possible to come by train, arriving at Avignon or Aix railway station. This is only 3 hours far from Paris, and I think for my next day, I might choose this option. Domaine de Fontenille is only closing in January every year, so I just have to pick a day. The environment was absolutely amazing. We were surrounded by nature, lavender fields, centenary cedars, springs, woods, Durance Valley in front of us, Luberon Mountain behind this noble house built on the 17th century. By the way, did you know that this is a preserved house? It was renovated, but the soul of the place was kept, and you can live centuries of history inside those walls. Art pieces coming directly from private owners' collection are displayed everywhere. This is an example. On this morning, when I wake up, I just open windows to breathe air coming from nature. After a gorgeous breakfast in front of the park, I took my most beautiful shoes to run around the vineyard under the shade of oak trees. I felt so good. My wife and kids decided to visit the organic potager. They wanted to understand how their breakfast was made. The vineyard and the ecologic potager, are grown organically without any chemical products. Production are following rhythm of seasons, and the chef benefits from fresh products every day to transform them into his kitchen. I have to tell you something. I really like to enjoy swimming pool after sports session and a shower, of course. This is why we all gathered around the swimming pool. It's so big, and it's heated from April to October. So once again, having Luberon Mountain is our back, it was an experience itself. For lunch, we decided to spend a moment on the terrace of La Cuisine d'Amélie, Domaine de Fontenille's bistro based on sharing. It was like having a Sunday lunch in family with a gastronomic plate. And once again, most of products used are coming from the potager, from farm to table. After lunch, I brought my wife and kids to Lourmarin, considered as one of the most beautiful villages in France. It's only located 10 minutes far from Domaine de Fontenille. This is Albert Camus' stronghold. This village is outstanding. Castle of Lourmarin offers a great view on the village and its art galleries. Artists with Provençal influences are exhibiting art pieces in the streets. There are a lot of small boutiques, and everybody is dressed so relaxed, so casual. There's something special coming from this village. This is the kind of place you're feeling great without knowing why. We finally headed back to the hotel to have a break in our room. I just realized that the view is amazing. All the 19 keys are literally a window to the nature. They all offer a great view on this outstanding natural environment. The price per room during the high season is between 300 and 600 euro per night. The average length of stay is 3 to 4 days in summer. We stayed in a duplex room, which was perfect for the 4 of us. It's really made to welcome families. Before dinner, we went to the Alphonse Salon to have a wonderful cocktail. Alphonse de Savornin is the one that built Domaine de Fontenille a long time ago, and we wanted to be there before joining the starred restaurant, the Champ des Lunes. It was a real gastronomic experience with a product-focused cuisine, with respect of seasons, promotion of Luberon products, quality and traceability, which bring the weekly menu to life. And this is how I spent this day. But there are so many things to do here that we are thinking about staying a couple of extra days to explore, for instance, other experiences around the winery. We heard that this is possible to have tailor-made visits of the winery. We are thinking about having a picnic basket within the vineyard, maybe on tomorrow, or maybe we are going to participate to morning hours to cut grapes and taste juices under fermentation. Sorry, I didn't want to be that long. I will not join my family at the hotel, and thank you for your time. Yo.
Thank you, John. Gorgeous, beautiful. You said 18 rooms, was it?
19, Amy.
19
Yes.
rooms. Wonderful. Lots of stuff to do. And as Joan mentioned, it's one of the newest, the Fontenille collection is one of our newest members to the Relais and Chateau family. So welcome.
Thank you very much.
Any questions? I don't see any questions in there. All right. I think you answered all of them. You hit all the rates and you hit all the activities. Great. No questions. Thank you.
Thank you.
Beautiful. So not too far away from here, we are going to visit another relatively new property to us, Chateau du Fonscolombe. Am I saying that right? Guillaume, you ready?
Yeah, you get it right. You get it right. Perfect.
It's really difficult for me as a Japanese American to be pronouncing all the wonderful French property names. So here's Guillaume,
Thank you,
Le Chateau du Fonscolombe. You guys make me miss France with all of your beautiful accents.
Yeah, we can't wait for you to come back. We can't wait for all Americans to come back, to be honest. So hello everyone, bonjour. My name is Guillaume Bourniquel. I'm the newly appointed Director of Sales and Marketing for Tual Collection. Tual Collection is a selection of boutique hotel, 5-star boutique hotel, all located in France. We have 3 properties. We have one in Paris, the Sainte. We have one in Normandy, which is also part of Relais Chateau, actually one of the oldest members of Relais Chateau, Chateau d'Audrieux, and the one we are going to discover together today, the Chateau de Fonscolombe. So where we are, this is the map about the destination. So we are very close to Aix-en-Provence. We would be 20 minutes driving from the train station of Aix-en-Provence. So this could be one of the access. We also 40 minutes driving from Marseille. But that could be, I mean, staying at Fonscolombe could be a trip in combination either with French Riviera or Paris, because Paris is by train by the French TGV, which works quite well. It's actually quite scenic to take the train and to go through the country. It will be a little more than 3 hours between Paris and Marseille, and then the connection is quite easy to go to the Chateau. And from Nice, it's like 2 hours driving, and the driving is very, very nice because you follow the sea line. So it could be a very good combination. On this slide, on the top right, you will see a picture. Actually, this is what is facing the hotel. These are the famous Sainte Victoire mountain. And on the bottom, this is a typical view from Provence. It's actually a view from the Abbey Notre-Dame de Sénanque, with the typical purple lavender field from Provence. So yes, plenty of things to discover in the area. It could be, as I've said, a very good combination with French Riviera or Paris, and yes, plenty of things to discover in Provence, of course. So here is the facade of the chateau. The chateau was built in the 18th century, typically in a Quattrocento style. It was built as a mansion. It has always been a mansion until it was purchased by the actual owner. And the hotel was reopened in 2017, part of Relais Chateau since 2018. It was reopened after 3 years of renovation and a little bit more than 20 million euro investment to make it one of the most luxurious property in this part of Provence. And the chateau is located in the middle of a park of a little bit more than 10 acres, perfectly maintained by our gardeners. And after these 10 acres, we are surrounded by our own vineyard as we produce our own wine in Fonscolombe, a very good rosé that you definitely have to try. This is, yes, our park. We have more than 180 different types of trees and vegetal essences in total in the park. Plenty of things to do. You can take a bicycle, go for a ride in the park, just go wander. We have more than 3 kilometers of alley just for the guests to enjoy and to enjoy what Provence has to offer. You see, even on this slide, we have our own chapel where you can actually do weddings in the middle of the park. I mean, it's peaceful, it's beautiful, it's just a nice feeling just to go and wander and discover the domain around the chateau. Here we are at the first floor of the main part of the hotel, the chateau, which is composed of several different salons, which are just living area at the disposal of the client if they want to enjoy what we call in France, in French, la vie de château, the castle life. This is a literal translation, but this is yeah, la vie de château. The area at the disposal of the client, we have several areas, including one specifically for the kids with specific playroom. So we're definitely family oriented in that sense, and we'll discover this area a bit later together. We have 50 rooms and suites in total. So even if we remain a boutique hotel, for Les Chateaux, we are quite a big property. All rooms and suites are different. They all have a specific atmosphere. They all have been entirely renovated. They are beautifully appointed, perfectly maintained. All the service that you can expect to find in a top 5-star property, from the complimentary unlimited internet, the 24 hours room service. I mean, we have it all, and all the standards you can expect to find in a top 5-star hotel, obviously. In terms of size, we're quite good on that. I mean, the seating size is quite good. We have a good height above ceiling, which gives a good volume, and we will start at 300 square feet. So a good size from the entry-level category. Typical from Provence, you can see the red floor, the Domaine Provençal, which is, yes, really typical from Provence, and which helps to cool down the place also when you walk around during the peak of summer. Love the bathrooms. You can see the typical, the old-time bathtub, the standing bathtub. Most of our rooms will have both standing shower and bathtub. This can be confirmed at time of reservation if needed, if it is important for the guest. Same thing for the adjoining or the connecting room, that can be confirmed also. We really want to tailor-make each stay and each experience at the property. So we try to confirm as many details as we can prior to the guest arrival. This is one of our family suite, which is in the extension right next on the side of the main part of the chateau. And each family suite will have its own private terrace facing the park. So all rooms and suites will have a view on the park. And this is a perfect place to have your private breakfast in the morning that we can serve, that we can make a little bit à la carte, depending what the clients want. But this is so nice just to wake up, you open your windows, you just see the parks, you have the noise of the birds, and you can enjoy your croissant in the morning. So talking about food and restaurant, in France, in Provence, we love to eat, we love to drink also, with moderation, but we love to drink. This is our main restaurant, L'Orangerie, where we serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So it's a big space, totally opening on the outside, on the garden. But most of the time, because it's Provence, because we have such a nice weather there, we love to serve outside under the 100-year-old trees, by the water area here. And we try really to do, as I said, for the rooms, it is the same thing for what comes for food. We try to make everything tailor-made. So if a client wants to have something in the garden for a specific occasion, we can do that. In terms of cuisine, the chef Quentin Durand really describes it as Provençal cuisine, very generous, very what you would like, what you would have at home. You can see it, so the potatoes, the tomatoes, the chicken. It's really very Provençal, very south of France. But yes, it's very generous in terms of food. And as I was saying, that we can personalize each experience. You know, this is something that we can do, for instance, for a romantic experience. And the trees, if you have a specific thing to ask your partner, for instance, you can do that there. It's we really want each experience of the property to be different from one to another. And as I was saying, we are surrounded by our own vineyard. We produce our own wine in the 3 colors, red, white, and rosé. My preference is for rosé, of course, because we're in Provence. It's a very, very good wine, and of course, we serve it all around on property. We have our own wellness area, which we have a treatment room. We have our own fitness also, which is a very nice place to relax. We can organize something also there for the guest. So it's a nice addition to the services that we can offer on property. This is one of the salons that I was talking in the introduction, which is at the ground floor of the main chateau. So we have a room where we have the guests can play the snooker, the area for the kids with the playground, so they can enjoy. As I was saying, we were very, very family oriented. and plenty of things to do on property. We can organize a pétanque game, typical for Provence. We can have the little picnic baskets and the clients can rent the bicycle, go around the park, or we can even organize the private barbecue. And here you can discover our chef, Quentin, who is preparing something nice for our clients here on this picture. And of course, what would be Provence, what would be South of France without a swimming pool? The swimming pool is located in the middle of the gardens, opening during the entire opening season of the hotel. The hotel is open, basically we close only 3 months per year, from December to February. Of course, this year we close a little bit sooner for obvious reasons. But yes, the swimming pool is there. It's heated at 26 Celsius, which is around 80 Fahrenheit in shoulder season. But other than that, no need to heat it because the weather is so nice there in this part of Provence. And of course, we do service by the pool, snacking, have a glass of rosé by the pool, of course. And yeah, this is the Chateau de Fonscolombe. We are a boutique hotel, beautiful retreat in the middle of Provence. Beautiful, peaceful, cannot really go wrong with us. Unfortunately, I'm not based on property, I'm based in Paris, but I'm always happy to have an excuse to make the journey and go to France and go to Provence. So I'm more than happy to go there to greet your clients there. Thank you very much.
Guillaume.
Thank you.
Beautiful. And of course, you can choose any of these properties to use as a base and visit all the villages that surround and the vineyards. So the property makes the wine yourself on property?
Yes, we do.
The rosé. I'm coming for the rosé. Sounds amazing. Sony. Hi, Sony. She's asking about bike friendly. Are you bike friendly?
We are totally bike friendly. Yes, you can
Sonia,
get a bike on property.
I think all of the properties that are presenting actually are going to be bike friendly. There is a route de Bonaire on our website that does feature something of a little bit more towards avid bikers if you would like. But I think all the properties do offer bicycles on property. Yes? Can I? No? Anybody know? Okay, everybody said yes. Okay. And Guillaume, I think you had mentioned that you are open all year except 1 month, was it? I'm sorry.
From December to February, we are closed.
December to February, normally.
Yes. This year we closed a little bit sooner. We closed at the end of October. I mean, that was, yes, as I said, for obvious reasons. But
normally
yeah,
you're open.
And this is,
except for
and this is something that,
February.
yes, it's something which is a little bit different versus French Riviera when you talk about Provence, is that you can have a little bit kind of a longer season because of the climate and how you're located and the activities on site. Because like if you're like in Monaco or Cannes, I mean, it's really limited to what you have around you in the city. So in Provence, it's going to be a little bit different. So yes, we're open a little bit longer than that.
Okay, so you've already closed for the season then, right?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we are.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. I'm going to show you very quickly again our little map here. And so here we visited the 3 properties, and we're going to head to Aix-en-Provence, and we're going to the famous Villa Gallici with Laurent. Laurent, can I ask you, is it Villa Gallici or is it Villa Gallici? Which one is it?
Villa Gallici.
Villa Gallici.
It's possible to tell in Italian with Villa Gallici, but it's Villa Gallici.
Okay, great. Okay. Do you have your presentation, or do you want me to cast it for you?
It's possible to share for me.
Okay, perfect. Yes.
Perfect. Thank you. Okay.
There you go.
Good morning and good evening for us. It's a pleasure for me to present my house today, especially on this very special period. I'm Laurent and I'm from Aix-en-Provence, and I'm managing Villa Gallici since now 10 years ago. Villa Gallici is located in Aix-en-Provence, the cultural capital of Provence. The hotel is situated at 30 minutes from Marseille airport and 20 minutes from Aix-TGV, directly from Paris. The city of Aix-en-Provence has a very special central position for our destination in Provence. You can see on the map. In fact, we have less than 1 hour away from the most beautiful place in the region, like Avignon, the Biron, and the Pitox village, of course, Arles, Cassis, Marseille, and more. And we have the chance to have 2 famous painters lived in Aix-en-Provence with Cézanne and Picasso. Therefore, we have a very beautiful museum like Granny Museum and Common Museum, where we can admire several paintings of Cézanne and Picasso, and of course the Mont Saint-Victoire. It's really a typical paint for Cézanne. And of course, it's very important. Aix-en-Provence is the capital of wine rose. Now we arrive to the hotel. This is the entrance. It shows the entrance of the hotel. It was built in the 18th century. It's more like a private house with an hotel, mostly for the atmosphere and charm. So we have only 23 rooms. It's really a small boutique hotel. This is the reception area. And the hotel is at only 5 minutes to walk to the historical center. It's really important to tell. When you arrive, you park your car, and after you can show and discover all the city by feet. And this is the reception. You can see the decorations of the walls is 18th century French style mixed with Italian Baroque styles. It's really typical of the decor of Villa Gallici, with a lot of flowers and a lot of candles. And now we go to the restaurant. This is a restaurant you get in the lounge with armchair, coffee tables, and provide a lot of comfort to our guests. Here, this is just the photo after. You have the restaurant. Well, this is the restaurant with a lot of decor on tables and a lot of flowers. And now we go to the restaurant terrace when we serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner in season. Just the picture after, I think. So this is the atmosphere of the room. Now, up another one. And now, normally, Amy, this is the restaurant terrace, the terrace of the restaurant, when we serve lunch, dinner, and of course the breakfast. And we have the chance to have a lot of beautiful flowers in the garden, with 3 acres of garden in the center. This is the piscina, the reception, the pool area, of course. And now, since we look at, you look like in campaign, but you are really in the city center. You can see the garden with a lot of flowers, a lot of sculptures. It's very interesting to discover this, to walk before to discover Aix-en-Provence and the city. And this is a lot of different sculptures. This one is really famous. It's the man. This name is the Serein. It's really a typical French man in the garden when he sleeps. And now we go to the other example for the sculpture, of course. And so we have a lot of different pictures, and this one is really famous with Bruno Catellano sculpture. And now normally we go to the room like that, with of course all equipped with the 5 stars equipment, with safe, minibar, free Wi-Fi, courtesy, flat screen, and international channels, of course. And we have 5 different category of room: classics, superior, deluxe, junior suite, and suite. This is an example for classic room. All rooms are totally different, with different fabric and furniture, but the same styles, with the same atmospheres. Every room has a balcony, terrace, or private garden, depending on the category. And this one is a junior suite room with a private access to the garden. With especially this one is very typical with a toile de jouy, and the last one is suite terrace. This is one of my favorite, with a beautiful space and really beautiful atmospheres. Now we go to the restaurant. Normally, this one is really particular because it's the Villa Picasso, and we have a private garden with a private pool. It's really a nice atmosphere. It's really interesting for family, because it's separate to the hotel. Perfect. Voila. To our restaurant with our chef Christophe Garou, who offer a mix with French and Italian cuisine, exclusively based on local and seasonal products. And we have special attention to each table with a very romantic decor with a lot of fresh flowers and modern cuisine like this. Perfect.
I'm
And,
hungry now.
it's time. And this is the atmosphere from the terrace. And just behind, you can see the pool area and the garden just after 3 o'clock garden, of course. And just to finish, this is for lunch, and the atmosphere for dinner. It's really romantical. It's really typical of Provence, and with a beautiful color and light. It's an amazing place, of course. The pool area. Just to finish, this part is an URSPA, and we work with Carita products. We have a lot of beautiful sauna, jacuzzi, a cabin of cryotherapy, a skin cabin, exactly, with Carita products. Well, I know we have a one-room treatment. This is the sauna and the cabin of cryotherapy. It's really beautiful to mix the two atmosphere and the tanning skin cabin. Okay, and just to finish, wine cellar testing with more than 300 different wine, champagne, and you can test several. If you can just to show the picture after, this is the atmosphere like this, perfect. And we organize with a small group until 10 people. It's really a charming atmosphere. It's really interesting to our guests to test and discover all the region, French regions and Italian, of course. Perfect. And just to finish, different experiences, of course, with the Mountain Saint Victoire, the Provençal market, of course, lavenders at 20 minutes by car, and Atelier Cézanne. It's really famous to visit, interesting.
Whoa,
And
we have a lot of questions coming.
Voilà.
Okay, let's get to those questions. Great. Thank you so much, Laurent. Sorry, I popped in and I saw all the questions. Do you have any rooms that accommodate triples, like 3 adults?
Exactly, it's possible to organize like this. It's really easy.
Okay, great. Suzanne said you helped her clients in the past. Thank you. The food looks amazing. How many bedrooms for Villa Picasso?
For until 4 people. 4 people.
4. Okay, 4 total. So it's nice for a family, as you had mentioned earlier. Do the bathroom amenities and spa products have sulfites or parabens? I guess is it like I'm not sure if you know that. It's Carita, right?
Carita, exactly.
I don't know, Suzanne. We'll have to look into the product specifics. We will get back to you on that. Thank you. Any other? Yes, Patricia, we are recording it, and I will send you guys the recording afterwards for all the details. Laurent, thank you. Villa Gallici.
Thank you.
Villa
Thank you to you. It was a great pleasure. Thank you.
Merci. All right. So we are going to head further east, and we're going to Le Petit. I cannot say it. Le Petit Nice Passedat.
That's it.
Christelle?
Yeah, Le Petit Nice Passedat.
Le Petit Nice Passedat.
Yeah.
Thank you. Go ahead and share your screen. We're getting French lessons today.
Okay. Here I am. Just trying to go. All right. Go back. Okay, it's fine. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, and we can see.
It's okay. Right. Okay, so hello everyone. I'm happy to be with you tonight. For us, it's tonight. So I can't talk about the hotel before talking about Marseille, because we are the ambassador of our cities. So Marseille, as you know, was elected the capital of Provence. So we repeated, but we are quite proud of that. Marseille is the second city of France. So it's a very big city. And there are very different assets, very interesting things to do. And there are different aspect in this city. For example, there are, well, it's very easy access from the main airports, as you know, from Marseille airport, which is about 20 minutes driving from the center. We are close to Nice airport also, which is 2 hours and a half, so it's not very far either. And then you can reach the city by train also. From Paris, the TGV is 3 hours, so it's very easy to come just for the weekend. Usually we have many guests coming just for one weekend because it's very easy access. And from the train station to the hotel, it's about 20 minutes driving, so it's very easy. And we are very close to the main point of interest around the city, like Avignon, Aix-en-Provence, of course, and Saint-Tropez. So it's a very nice Route du Bonheur and discover the area. But there are many things to do in Marseille also. Maybe I can change the things, sorry. So I was saying Avignon, but everybody knows where we're located. So on the seaside, close to Avignon, and Aix-en-Provence, as you see, Arles also, and Nîmes. So it's a very nice area, this Provence. Marseille is a city full of culture and heritage. As you may know, it's a mix of modern and old times. So you have very modern buildings, and also you can find very old houses in the Panier, for example, which is the main village, I would say, which is the beginning of Marseille. So you just get the impression to be in another city. It's a small medieval and Provençal city. And you have very typical places. I don't know if you can see on the right side. This is the street. There are the streets of the Panier. So it doesn't look like a big city. It's a very small village in Marseille. You can see the fortifications there. This is the remnant of the past also. And then just a quick look at the famous Marseille soap, which is very well known in Marseille, of course. And you can find little fabrics and workshops in Marseille, where you can see how you can learn how to make the soap, for example, and different other things to do. You can discover also, just check if I have everything there. Yeah, sorry. You can also have modern commercial centers. It's very lively city and nightlife, and it's very busy. You have many commercial centers. So you have the old and the modern, again, activities, if I can say. Which is well known also. This is the nature side. So you have the city, which is very busy, and then you have the creeks, the famous calanques in French, which is really very much visited during the year. And then especially at summertime, of course. So you can walk or drive, and then you can see around. There are very typical fisherman villages. So once again, it seems like you're not in Marseille, but you're still in Marseille. It's one aspect of Marseille, one asset of Marseille. There we are also another place, which is right in Marseille, very close to the hotel. It's like a fisherman authentic port. And it seems that you're in another city, but this is Marseille. It's really very various. And then to introduce the hotel, actually, just show you a few specialities of Marseille. So you may know the navette, the famous orange blossom biscuits, very well known in Marseille. This is our specialty. And also the chocolate made with olive oil, the Esperantine chocolate, very famous also. And of course, the nice picture of the fishes, which is what we cook in our hotel, and we are on the Mediterranean, so of course fish and seafood is really important to us. So that's our specialty in the Petit Nice. So as you know, we have a 3-star Michelin star and a bistro. and we cook fish from the Mediterranean only, fish from the Mediterranean, and also seafood, of course. So the Petit is a familial property. It's been running by the same family for more than 100 years. It was created in 1917. So it's run by the same family, Passedat, 3 generations of chefs. And as you can see, we're right on the seaside, which is this is the main aspect of our property, because you're totally surrounded by the sea, and we are at about 10 minutes from the center. So this is, and it's very calm. So this is very important. The rooms were renovated years ago. So I will talk about the rooms later on, sorry. And so this is the restaurant, just to show you the view, to really show you how the Mediterranean is really surrounding us in the property, right? And so regarding the restaurant, we are cooking the fish specialties. We are very respectful of the Mediterranean, so we respect the different varieties of fishes. So that means we cook many kinds of varieties, because there's not only the lou, which is the well-known fish. There are more than 500 species in the Mediterranean. So if we want to preserve, we need to cook and use all of them according to the seasons. And we are, of course, for sustainable fishing. We support this because, I mean, we work with the sea, so we have to respect it. So it's very important for Mr. Passedat and the family, of course. So we work with local fishermen and women. As you can see, there are fisherwomen also. So it's a tradition, traditional fishing, and we work with these people for many, many years now. So we cook only fresh. It's brought every morning to the kitchen, so it's very fresh food, fresh fish. And the cuisine is very light. There's no sugar in the dessert, no butter. It's only olive oil and bouillon. So it's very light and healthy food. So you have the famous bouillabaisse, which is a special bouillabaisse of the Petit Nice. It's not the bouillabaisse you can find on the port. There are different steps. So it's a really an experience to eat in the restaurant. So as you can see a few pictures of the dessert, which are also very light, like the cuisine, and there's no sugar and no cream either. So very healthy food. And so we have also a bistro, but I didn't put any pictures on it, but it's Mediterranean and Provençal cuisine also. Regarding the hotel, we've got 16 rooms. They were all renovated a few years ago. As you can see, it's very modern style for most of them. And so it's open spaces. We wanted to make the light enter. And so from the beds, you can see the sea in every room, nearly every room. It was really important to open the spaces and to have light. And so as you can see, it's very light inside, cream colors and beige colors. So we have different kinds of type of rooms. We have executive rooms, deluxe rooms, and suite and junior suite for the families also, because we can accommodate a family with 2 children, for example, in our suites. We have also connected rooms, which is very convenient also if you want to accommodate 4 people, for example, and children. And it's a boutique hotel. It's a familial atmosphere. It's more a private house than a hotel, really. And usually people come just to relax and do nothing. That's what they tell me usually. We just relax and do nothing. We don't have any spa. The spa is the sea. This is the sea. And usually people just want to relax. Even if they spend just one night, the only thing they want is just to breathe fresh air, Mediterranean air, and they want to see, which is really relaxing. And if they arrive stressy, they come back very calm and distressed. So this is the effect
Beautiful. Thank you. The sea, the therapy of the sea.
I'm sorry, I can't hear the line is ready, but I'm sure
Okay.
it's
Okay.
nice.
Thank you. Yes, no, it's gorgeous. We are running a little bit behind on time, so we're going to move now. We still have 2 more properties and we're going to breeze through very quickly.
Yeah. Okay, I think I went through it, so it's all right.
Great.
Just I think I did everything, so it's fine. It's if you have any question.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Christelle.
You're welcome.
Alicia, are you ready to go?
Yes.
Okay.
My turn.
So from Marseille at Le Petit Nice Passedat by the sea, we're going a little bit inland to Hotel and Spa du Castellet. Go ahead and share your screen.
All right. We're good?
Great. Yes. Perfect. Go ahead.
Okay. I start. So I'm Alicia, Sales and Marketing Manager of the Hotel and Spa du Castellet, which is a 5-star hotel located in 12 hectares pinewood forest. To show you exactly where we are, 45 minutes away from Marseille, near Bandol and Cassis. So yeah, the nearest airport is Marseille or Toulon as well. We also have on site a large secure car park, free car park. About our story, so Alexandra and Christophe Baquier managed the hotel since 2009. The chef Christophe Baquier was the first 2 Michelin star chef in Corsica, where he was when he was at La Villa in Calvi. With their passion and determination, they lead to excellence, of course, with a brand new spa opened 4 years ago, and the restaurant awarded with 3 Michelin star 2 years ago. So we are part of a group which is Destination Castellet. As you can see here, the property, we are right in the middle of the countryside, nearby the circuit, the racetrack Paul Ricard, where the Grand Prix Formula One takes place every year in France. We also have a private airport nearby and another hotel, which is 3-star hotel. On the racetrack, of course, you have all the best driving experience you can imagine, for children as well and for adults. Then we have the Castellet village, more authentic, a really beautiful village, really small, with many shops and restaurants, typical Provençal, only 10 minutes away from our property. We are located in the Var department, so of course, this is quite famous for the rosé wine. We are the first producer of rosé wine in the world. I mean, not the Hotel du Castellet, but the department. So yeah, it's a must to do wine tasting in our area. So about the hotel, a quite discreet luxury, like we like to say, with a decor between tradition and modernity. We have many an architecture like in Tuscany, as you can see here, Tuscany and Mediterranean ambience. We have 42 rooms and suites. All the rooms are facing the pinewood forest, so you always have a balcony or a terrace. About our chef, so Christophe Baquier is a 3 Michelin star, like I said, and also he has been elected the best chef in France 2 years ago, and then the second best chef in the world this year. So as you can see here, the top 3 are in the Mediterranean area, so we're quite proud of it. About the chef cuisine, it's Mediterranean, of course, and light cuisine, very tasty, sorry. And the chef really wants to highlight the local producers. We have so many great producers around, vegetables, even the fishermen. So we really want to highlight these local produces. We also have a cheese cellar on site. So we offer a different experience in our 3 Michelin star restaurant. Instead to have the usual trolley at the end of your dinner, you can come direct to this cheese cellar and pick up your cheese among 80 varieties of cheeses. And then, of course, enology experience is also proposed. Then we have a bistro, the San Felice bistro, which is nearby the pool, as you can see. And a third restaurant, but this one is open only for summer from June to August. We offer a really unique experience in this place. It's all outside, which is called the gazebo. The gazebo, you can have the private use of one gazebo for your group, and then have a dinner under the stars. So it's really nice experience. You can see the chef cooking in front of you. And so for lunch, we offer street food experience. And for dinner, a more cosmopolitan cuisine with many flavors of all around the world, especially Asia and Mediterranean flavor. The Spa du Castellet is 700 square meters, so it's right in the middle of the park. You can see much light. This spa has been elected one of the best spa in Europe. We work with 3 cosmetic brands because we wanted to have the best of each brand, like facial treatment, body treatment, and stuff. We have a golf on site. As you can see, it's a small golf, but with a really beautiful view over the sea, overlooking the hills. It's a 6-hole, yeah. And we have on site a swing center academy where you can have private lessons. We, of course, organize private events. We also have meeting rooms for events up to 130 people. And yeah, just to conclude, our property is located right in a natural preserved pinewood forest overlooking the bay. The bay we can see is La Ciotat. And we also have the 3 Michelin star, like I said, one of the best spa in Europe, and a lot of activities around, including driving experiences on the Podrica racetrack, which is quite unique.
All these photos of this food, it's killing me. These Michelin stars. I miss those Michelin stars. Okay, so Christopher has a question about the airport that's nearby. Do you know if is it for private air or commercial or?
Yeah, private only, yeah.
Private only, okay. And Christopher, if you have any specific questions, we can connect with Alicia later about the aircraft. It appears that you are quite close to the racetrack. Is there a lot of noise? I assume
there
everyone...
are some noise when there is a race. Of course, there is noise, but usually we are fully booked with people coming for these events. So we don't have problem to, and we always inform the guests when you book on a race event, we will always ask you if you come for that. And if you don't, we suggest another date because of course it can be noisy.
Right. I assume that it's the premier spot to stay at if you're coming for the race.
Yeah, it's 800 meters away. So great.
All right. I know we're a little bit over. Thank you so much, Alicia. I know we're a little bit over, but we have one more lovely property called Chateau du Berne.
Thank you.
With
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Alicia.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Thank you. Philippe, are you ready?
Yes,
to
hello.
Share with us
Did you hear me? Because you can't see me. My webcam is broken, I think.
That's okay. We can hear you. Can you share your screen?
Sure.
So Chateau du Berne is further inland, and we're going a little bit further north. There we go. Perfect. Gorgeous. Look at that.
So hello, everyone. I'm delighted to present my Chateau de Berne. So my name is Philippe. I'm the sales manager since 6 months only. So I just present the Domaine on little stories. The estate is located on the Via Aurelia, a former Roman road connecting Italy and Spain. The hotel opened its door in 1995. So in the earth of 1,600 acres of forest on one yard. And in 2015, the hotel was renovated to offer 27 rooms and suites. So let me show you. Oopla. So the hotel is located near about 45 minutes from Saint-Tropez, 1 hour from Marseille or Cannes. So it's quickly easy to get to go there. So on the customer will be able to find several relais chateaux on their road. The Gorge du Verdon, it's a must-see place in the region with a typical village, is located at around 30 minutes by car. Concerning our rooms, we have 27 rooms, from the classic room to the suites. They all have fully equipped minibar, flat TV, air conditioning, of course, all the service which we can expect from a 5-star hotel. They all have a bath in light and enjoy exceptional view on the garden, on the vineyard. So we have 3 pools, one inside swimming pool and 2 outside swimming pool. So you can see the outside one with a beautiful view over the forest. We have also 2 restaurants, one with 1 Michelin star, which is the Jardin de Berne. So for dinner, this gourmet restaurant offers modern and Provençal cuisine, where our customer can taste creative and authentic cuisine, celebrating the terroir of Provence and the products straight from our potager. Our chef Louis Rameau and his team are also working to obtain the Michelin Green Star, which rewards chefs who combine gastronomy and ecology. For the lunch, our guests have the choice between the La Terrasse de Berne or Le Bistrot, which is a bib gourmand. So you will have the choice. The first one, the Terrasse de Berne, is a taste of the world of our chef, with a menu map punctuated by local flavors from our garden. And the second one, the Bistro, serves casual local cuisine reminiscent of French classics. The Chateau de Berne is not only an hotel, it's a resort that offers multiple facilities. When you come to Chateau de Berne, we offer you to live an experience. Several activities will be offered to you depending on whether you are athletic, Epicurean, or simply to get out into the countryside. To relax and leisure, you can enjoy an access to our indoor pool with swim jets, massage, water jets. We have also 2 jacuzzi and sauna steam room. For nature lovers, we have many wonderful surprises hiding away in the chateau grounds: a kitchen garden, animal farm, bird hides, and Roman remains. We have a table for picnic near the vineyard, and it's a very good place for the nature. If you are seeking for a touch of adventure, opt for our 4 mountain bike trail on the 6 signpost footpaths. We are also a place for your events. We have 3 meeting rooms and a large reception area. We are able to organize wedding for up 200 people. For meetings and seminars, the Chateau offers 3 a welcoming decor with cutting-edge equipment. So I have to, I think, quickly, very quickly. So I hope you enjoy the presentation. I still at your disposal if you have any question, of course.
That was gorgeous. I mean, those photos, I mean, 27 rooms and 3 pools.
Yeah.
That's quite impressive. Thank you so much, you guys. There's still quite a few people in the room who stayed, so thank you all for joining us today. On Thursday, we will be going further up to the French Riviera if you'd like to join us again. But today we visited 7 amazing little gems of properties in Provence that you have to choose from when the world opens up again for travel. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone, for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I can't wait to come back to France. We miss you.
We miss you too.
Thank you.
Thank you.